The sound of an ice cold twisted tea cracking open on a hot Sunday afternoon with my two boys, Adam and William, on Men on Film podcast.
Wow, what an opening.
It's Memorial Day weekend.
Let's party, people. Party like it's a Memorial Day is about remembering all the great parties you had on Memorial Day, right?
Remembering all the times you blacked out and can't remember.
Yeah. That's what they mean by memorial. It's not Memorial Day, it's Memorbius.
It's
Day.
Memorbius Day. Because I need more Morbius, if you ask me.
Yeah.
My friend, when
Pardon?
I've seen it twice. He said he had his fill. My friend Chris goes, he goes, yeah, I saw Morbius. I could use a little lesbius, if you know what I mean.
That's good. Damn, I wish he was on the podcast.
No, he's great.
Seems like a good guy.
He's the one I do the other podcast with.
Oh, the good one.
The
What's
funny
that
one,
podcast
yeah.
called?
Why Should We Care?
But it's not. Check it out. You can't actually listen to it anywhere, but it's fine where you can listen to it and check it out.
It's on
I'm not going to
YouTube.
promote a different. It's on YouTube,
Who cares?
Comedy Frequency. For now, we're going to be doing it live here in the next month on YouTube.
Oh, really? That's a lot of pressure. Now you'll know what they feel at SNL every week.
No, they prepare, don't they?
Doesn't seem like it sometimes. Oh, God. Okay.
What do you think of
so
Colin
this
Jost?
is-
Pardon?
What do you think of Colin Jost, Adam?
Don't get me started.
What's with your deal with Colin Jost?
Well, this has been covered pretty well on the podcast.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm not moving on. So
He sucks. Okay.
Would you say he's a real Morbius?
Can
Can we just get this out front? Morbius was bad, right?
Morbius?
the movie?
It's a tale of two movies.
I want to get
me.
Williams like the it is. Williams tale of two movies. Williams
Tale
a
of Two
movie
Kitty.
guy.
It's a tale of
it's
two
it.
kitties.
It's like Garfield.
So here's the thing with Morbius. Okay, let's put it in context. Like, what is this movie? Why did this movie get made? What the fuck is happening with this movie? So Sony, when they got the rights to Spider-Man, they got the rights to all the Spider-Man villains. That's part of the package.
All
Okay.
of them?
Venom, Morbius, Spanky,
The
Alfalfa.
Vulture.
Venom.
Buckwheat.
But literally all of them? Because there's like almost an infinite amount of villains. That's
Darla.
a crazy.
Yeah, there you go. That rich
The-
kid.
The thug that shot Uncle Ben.
That's a good get.
Flash.
Okay.
No, that's not Flash.
Flash
But,
Thompson, yeah.
Yeah, so they have all the Spider-Man villains, more or less. I don't know the exact details, but Morbius is part of the Spider-Man Cinematic Universe. This is something that you probably don't know exists, but this is the Spider-Man Cinematic Universe, or Sony's.
SC.
It's called
Do you mean the
the
Spider-Verse?
Sony Spider-Man Cinematic Universe, or
So
the Sony
SS?
Spider-Man Universe. It's actually the Sony
The
Spider-Man
SS.
Universe, SSU.
The SSCU.
So it's part of a package deal.
SSCU.
It's part of a package deal, and there's like weird shit going on right now because the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies are Sony Pictures. They
This is like-
are.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm putting in context. They are part of. So there was Sam Raimi Spider-Man, then there was the Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, and then now there's the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies.
Dude.
But he can dip in and out of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But when he has his own film, they are actually Sony films. And they're not supposed to be part of the MCU, but Doctor Strange is in there. And basically what happened is after the Amazing Spider-Man, they fucked up so badly. They started a co-production and there was a lot of drama. There was a lot of drama. There was a lot of drama about deals. Actually, Sony cucked them. Sony made bank off all the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah. That's the Cook's revenge.
This kind of deal could happen with the Incredible Hulk because the Incredible Hulk is a Universal Pictures property. So there's the Eric Bana Hulk, and then there's the Edward Norton Hulk movies. Those were made for Universal Pictures. But the reason why you're not
The
seeing
Edward Norton Hulk is actually part of the MCU, though.
but it's made by Universal Pictures. It's not made by Disney.
But that's like,
so if there was
this is
ever
too
going to be,
nerdy.
hold on, wait. If there's ever going to be a standalone Incredible Hulk film, Universal would have to make it. That's why Hulk is only a side character in Thor.
yeah, he can only be used as like a supporting guy. But this is
So-
nerdy shit. Like,
Well, this is the context for the movie, and this is what we have to explain why this movie exists, because this movie has no reason to exist, because Morbius is a Spider-Man villain, just as Venom's a Spider-Man villain. And basically, Venom, they tried this really wacky idea, like we're going to make a standalone Venom movie, because Venom and Spider-Man are intertwined, you know, in the story. So Venom was such a success that they're like, all right, we're going to keep doing these Spider-Man villains, and we're going to make a Sinister Six movie eventually. So this is part of that. So because Venom worked, now we have Morbius. Morbius is not a superhero. He's a supervillain. And they're trying to turn him
Venom
into
is a
an
bad guy too.
Morbius, whatever. Yeah.
This is
He's like
embarrassing.
anti-hero
becomes
or
a-
whatever.
yeah.
But I
so
think it's
that's fine.
cool. Like,
That's
what's going
fine.
on.
That's fine. All of that is like fine. But the Venom movie is not one of my favorites, but it's better than Morbius.
So there's the other thing that's going on.
What is wrong with this one? Something. It's weird. They're like the
I'll tell you
pacing
what's
is
wrong.
weird.
I'll tell you what's wrong with this movie. Okay. What the key thing with Venom in this movie is that they're linked to their stars. So Tom Hardy played Venom. Jared Leto is playing Morbius. Both Tom Hardy and Jared Leto are like prestige actors. So it's like these movies kind of basically sink or swim based upon the lead actor.
Yeah.
And Jared
And
Leto does not read
he's-
comics. He doesn't give a shit about
He's 50
comics.
years old.
He's
He looks
50.
great.
Yeah, he's in his 50s. Whit told
Is
me
he
that
really?
he's like, people are mad at him because he's dating like a 17-year-old or something like that.
I don't like
I
him.
don't know. I don't care.
I don't like him. So I don't like him, but I
No,
so
that's
yeah,
cool, I'm saying.
maybe Morbius would be different.
He's about as cool as you can be at 50.
So this movie does this. Basically, what's going on with this movie is it has no reason to exist other than to keep a franchise alive.
Moving.
But there's cool shit happening with like this, with the Spider-Man shit, and like how Andrew Garfield came back, and then it's like it'd be really cool if they brought Andrew Garfield back and did a movie where like the Venom and Morbius are like the bad guys, and he has to, and we've
Yeah.
seen their movie. That would honestly be pretty dope. Like the end, there's like an end scene where Michael Keaton from this MCU Spider-Man movies is now in that thing, I guess, because he like knew Peter Parker's identity in that world. So like the spell put him in that universe
Yeah.
or whatever, which is kind of cool. I don't know. This is like a cool development. If they actually could do this with it, like bringing Andrew Garfield back, that sounds pretty dope.
The development's cool and shit, but this movie
It's so
sucked.
weird.
And I'll
Yeah,
probably
that-
watch it again, to be honest. It like I watched it for the second time last night, and
So-
it was
It
was-
I've watched it 5 times.
it's honestly confusing, because there would be like a moment in it where I'm like, okay, like I like some of the graphics, like I like some of the visual.
The action I
effects.
thought was good. I like the action
It
scenes.
was all right, but
And the
then
palace and shit were cool.
who's the antagonist? His friend.
Hunger, Lucian, changed
Yeah,
his
that
name.
was kind of no, the actor,
Matt
That his
Smith.
name? The British guy or whatever.
Matt Smith. Yeah. So basically, what's going on with the villain is that they're just ripping off Spider-Man. I mean, this is the exact same relationship between Harry Osborn and Peter Parker.
Yeah.
And they're best friends, but then it turns out they become rivals. And we haven't seen a comic book movie like this in a long time, but this was basically the structure, like I said, during Spider-Man.
It felt old, like early aughts.
It feels like 20 years old. It's because now we have all these like overlapping universes. There's so many villains, there's so many characters. And there's now, even in the new Marvel movies, now the villains are coming from other planets, other universe. Like
Yeah.
they're like planet destroying gods. This is not something we've seen in a long time, where it's just two guys. Basically,
Just going at
this
it.
is like Blade, but lame. That's what Morbius is.
Yes.
It's a PG-13 lame Blade. And Blade is very important to this movie because in the sequel to Blade, Morbius was possibly going to be in. But the other thing is with Blade is that Blade is the beginning of, this is the theory that people are saying, which is Blade is using technology instead of magic. Because vampires are supposed to be magic, but now they're doing all this technology shit. There's all this laboratory shit.
Swords and grenades,
But
sure.
if you remember the end of Blade, Steven Dorff gets like a sword and he has like red eyes and he's like an evil vampire. He's basically Matt Smith at the end of this movie. This is this movie has no reason to exist. It's all cliches. There's nothing original about it.
Who directed it?
I forget the guy's name, but he directed a movie called Life, which was like an Alien ripoff about it's like a spaceship with a microbe.
It seems like a.
I never saw it.
Jake Gyllenhaal and Ryan Reynolds.
Were they in that? I guess.
It seems like
so actually sorry, Adam, fun connection between Life. They say Life is a prequel Venom, a Venom prequel. Yes. It's the spaceship that brings him. And it's funny because they have Jake Gyllenhaal, who's a Spider-Man villain, Mysterio, and Ryan Reynolds as the lead, and Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. Like everyone is now in the MCU. Everybody plays a superhero now in other movies, so it's so easy to connect.
And Jared Leto played the Joker.
Oh yeah, well that's DC.
I know. So
it's a very Joker thing though to create confusion about.
Jared Leto is a
actors
Joker
and their roles. Stuff.
Well, here's the other thing: is Jared Leto. He was in that horrible movie where he shot John Lennon. He played Mark David Chapman. He gained like 100 pounds, and Lindsay Lohan's in it. What's it called? Like Chapter 42 or something. That basically ruined his acting career, and he just like stopped acting, and he just focused on Rock, 30 Seconds to Mars.
Oh my god! Dude.
But then he had that comeback with Dallas Buyers Club, and he won an Oscar.
You're a big fan, Ryan?
I fucking hate Jared Leto. I don't hate him. I don't know the guy, but
you jealous that he looks that good at 50? Looks
better
at
I'm
50
jealous,
than you
Leto.
look at 32.
Yeah.
I'm not jealous. Are you jealous of Colin Jost?
Yes.
He says as he sucks his second vape in a row. He has two different vapes.
Adam thinks he's like so much better than Colin Jost.
He's in the shed sucking two different vapes.
Can you imagine Adam
talking about Morbius?
Fucking hate college.
Can you imagine Adam pitching a sketch on SNL in the writers' room?
Oh yeah, that'd be bad.
Give us pitch us a Morbius sketch right now.
Or just tell us a sketch you wrote. That would just
shit. Both of you guys can fuck off.
Wow. He's written sketches. I don't know why we have to
remember.
Like it.
Jesus.
Okay.
I was gonna say I think these guys are Jesus, you fucking have these nerd conversation. I'm trying to like make jokes and stuff, and then you stop and try to like
he's getting so pissed off.
Colin Jost is cool under pressure. He's like, no, Adam, it's okay. Just say your story. Tell us your sketch.
I think that the director, it seems like they got this movie by doing like a demo of the action scenes or something like that, because it feels like the VFX were very thought through or whatever, those special effects scenes and shit. But the dialogue scenes are all like complete dog shit. And like they're not directed or edited.
I disagree.
Right at all.
I disagree.
Man, they're shot like
there's
fucking
some
episode
really,
of CIS.
I just want to say I disagree. I think the dialogue is dog shit, and I think the action scenes are dog shit. This is a double dog shit.
That great. Yeah.
This is a hot dog with two turds in it, and then a little.
No, that's kind of cool. Come on, it's kind of cool. Like the powers are
horrible.
Cool.
So
remember when he like Kamehamehas with the bats?
Yeah, that was fucking stupid.
The visual effects
it looked
in this movie
cool. Like it looked good, but it was just stupid.
Completely mediocre. All the action scenes are
okay. You get
mediocre
one freaking editing job on an MCU movie, and now
the action scenes are ripoffs of The Matrix. I'm just telling you.
Oh, absolutely.
I do.
It looked really good. They looked better than
Subway.
They looked better than Marvel MCU movies. I thought the VFX.
Well, see, the problem is there's over 25 Marvel movies. So when you say they're better than this,
or just like
it looks better than a Marvel
shit,
movie. It's like, well, you have Guardians of the Galaxy, which will have extremely Guardians of the Galaxy 2 with the whistle scene where the little
That's fucking insane.
golden needle is killing people while they walk in slow motion.
Yeah, it's called an arrow.
Yeah. And he's
Little golden needle.
It's you know, in the scene where he has that big needle, that long needle, that big needle, and yeah, it's an arrow. Even if it was a needle, it would still be.
Look, I'm not a.
You're such the son of a heroin addict.
I'm not a nut. I'm not a nerd. Okay,
dude, I got a sword right. I got a sword in my corner right here, bro. Yeah, I know a thing or two about weaponry.
There's nothing nerdy about being.
That's
really
a great action scene. Now, Thor 2: The Dark Age, maybe one of the worst or one of the worst Marvel movies.
Oh, I forget.
Eternals is actually the worst. But
I've seen Eternals twice. I've seen Morbius twice. I have not seen that Thor movie twice.
I only saw the third Thor movie. I haven't watched the others.
The Dark Elves.
Yeah.
You haven't seen Thor with Natalie Portman?
No.
Oh my God, you're missing out.
Look at
Dutch angles.
Kenneth
Branagh, bro. You haven't even seen the foundation of the MCU.
So you didn't. You've never even seen Thor with bleached eyebrows.
Okay, I'm listening.
The first Captain America, he's got blonde eyebrow.
You seen Captain America, the first Avenger?
Yeah.
Cool.
Have you seen
patriotic?
Have you seen? Did you watch that Avengers Pornhub movie I sent you?
Age of Ultron?
No, Age of Voltron. Voltron.
See, here's the thing about the MCU. Some of their visual effects are good. Some of their visual effects are bad. You know, you got to talk about the specific movies. And it's like this nerdiness. It's like
Morbius would be a cool video game.
Whatever. Morbius's visual effects also are a complete ripoff of Nightcrawler from X2, except he's not disappearing. Yep. He's just farting spray and dust as he jumps from around.
That'd be cool.
He just has tracer
coming out of his.
So I did like Adam, what you said. It was like some scenes were like a NCIS, whatever.
Yeah,
type
like
show.
just really impossible to connect with, like sort of dramatic scenes.
Yeah,
like there's no end for an audience. Like I think that's why this movie sucks. Is because the editing and direction of those scenes.
Every detective scene looks like and I'm so bummed because I love Al Madrigal. I love that dude.
In a dramatic role in this
he was great. He was fine. He's like the funny cop. He's like the loose cop.
You immediately downgraded him from great to fine.
He was fine. Like it sucked, but it sucked because all the shots just looked like the saturation, everything just looked like really amateur for like a major budget.
Let me ask you a question.
Movie.
The thing that really bothered me in this movie that like really pissed me off. Did you think that was a New York subway? Because it's so obviously a fucking London tube station. It's round. It's round. Yeah. Everything's all round and shit. And they're trying to pretend like you're in New York.
Why did they do that?
And also
for the cool shot, probably, of them going around it.
It's not a cool shot. So all the visual effects, imagine like the 3D brawl in Matrix 2, where it's a 3D Keanu Reeves fighting a 3D Agent Smith and the camera is just doing 360s.
Yeah.
It's just a CGI fest. There's no physicality to any of the action. This isn't Blade. This isn't Captain America 2. There isn't like
Wesley Snipes really did all that in
karate.
For real.
You know, there isn't cool.
There's no choreography.
Spin kicking a stake into a vampire's heart. It's awesome. Like the perfect example of why this movie is like, bad instead of good, I feel like it's like they have that scene where the bad guy goes to the nightclub and he's all like feeling sexy and shit, and then he gets like in a fight or something like that. That scene should have ended with like him killing the entire nightclub and like an awesome scene like in Blade.
Oh, that could have been cool, but he can't do it because he's got to be low key.
Yeah,
and he's smart. The thing is, he's smart. They're both geniuses.
I mean, they should just like fucking let it rip with something.
Wait, no,
like
he's not a
just
genius.
Do crazy shit.
His friend is not a genius. The villain isn't a genius, right?
Yeah,
he's just a crippled, but he's loaded.
Let's talk about
what's his job.
He's
let's
like
talk about the plot.
Yeah, let's talk plot
real fast. So Morbius grew up in Greece. He's a little kid. He's
Michael Morbius.
He's sick. He's in a hospital, and then this like rich kid shows up.
It's like two kids
Jared
on
Harris.
crutches. So being like, hey, you are on crutches too? Let's be friends.
Yeah,
You
we're both
freak.
cripples. Let's be friends. So Jared Harris plays the doctor who's taking care of them, and he's just, completely overqualified to be in a movie like this. I'm glad he's in it. He gets paid.
You can tell he phoned in.
Hell yeah,
Didn't
get paid,
phone
man.
it in. He was the best actor, honestly.
Yeah, he's
The
in Mad
kids
Men.
were really bad. I thought immediate. Like the opening, I thought was like the sound design in this movie was really good, I thought. And so like the opening, I was like, oh shit, this is like kind of intense and stuff and good. And then they show the little kids and they're just so shit. These are really bad. I don't want to talk bad about, I know they're kids and that's great for them. I'm sure
Their hair looks stupid. Everything looks stupid.
They're just
it's not
fucking
their fault.
idiots. They
It's
suck.
not their fault.
Honestly, they were so bad. It made me feel like a little bit okay with the shooting.
Oh my God, Adam.
Yeah, I knew you were going to do that joke.
You're a parent.
Just kidding.
Those kids didn't get shot.
Well, at least it got
Doesn't
a big
make any
response from you
sense.
guys.
You know what the only thing that would have been worse, that it was a tragedy, and the only thing that would have been worse is if instead of a gun, he just came in with a TV and played Morbius for the entire school.
Kids are like, no.
And the
No.
parents are like screaming,
No,
like, let us in.
They're
Let us in.
calling
Like,
911. Jared Leto said no.
It's not safe
It's
for us to
Jared
go in
Leto.
there.
Thanks for picking the
It's
heat off of me on that
there's
one, guys.
There's 45 minutes left. It's not safe to go in there. I think they're at the subway scene.
I feel pretty bad now that I said that. I'm pretty ashamed of myself.
Well, as a
Yeah,
wasn't
well,
even
parent,
worth it, obviously.
here's a deal.
Why don't you?
Here's a
We've moved
deal.
on to a funnier bit that you could participate in. But
Here's the
you
deal.
don't have comedy
No,
instincts.
It's not.
Colin
it's too
Jost
soon.
would have ran and run.
He
with
would
it.
have gone, dude. He would have had a whole
Listen.
hour special about it. Adam, here's the thing, though. You're
I
You're
think
kind of
that
like the
was a
Colin
tragedy.
Jost of the show, and Ryan and I are Michael Che.
we're both Michael Che.
You were just two
Why do
Michael
you want to
Che's.
always be with like you and Ryan are together?
You kind of corner yourself, man.
You know what's funny on the Zoom? I put Ryan in my window above yours and make you on the bottom. So like we're
Oh, you are on the bottom, but I didn't. You can move them around.
yeah.
All right, I'm doing that to you.
Adam goes
motherfucker,
in the
so you
bottom.
Like it.
Adam's always on the bottom for me, but it's
I know,
usually who logs in first. Is when
Why do you hate me so much? Because I asked him to do special VFX on it on.
This
a
is
short
so
I did.
funny. He doesn't
And
understand
he
we're
just hates
doing
my fucking guts.
a comedy podcast where we make jokes.
It continues after the podcast is over, everybody.
And it's like we're doing a really funny bit with Morbius playing in the classroom.
and now it's the Adam show.
And now it's
again.
over because Adam's just like having a death spiral. So
Well, I was gonna
somebody's
say back to Adam talking shit about these kid actors. You've got a kid. What are you gonna do when your kid is just fucking bombing at his elementary school play and he's just playing like a potato? He's a spud. You know your kid's gonna be a spud. No disrespect.
I'll
And he's
explain to
just
him that
bombing.
there are.
Oh, he's got no lines and he's just bombing. Are you
he'll
gonna?
be
Are
like,
you gonna?
he'll have like one tear down his eye, and be like, that's my boy.
That's my
Oh,
little spud.
Yeah, of course. That sounds really cute, honestly.
No, but I mean, like, you're a proud bomber. He's a little.
Oh,
bomber.
yeah.
It's a proud tradition of family bombing.
Yeah.
So
I
we-
see.
Father.
So basically, these two little kids are sitting side by side in this bed, and the Matt Smith one,
crippled.
his hospital equipment starts like beeping out, and it's broken or whatever. And then little Morbius is so brilliant; he takes the spring from his ballpoint pen and puts it in the machine. And then the doctor's like, "Little Michael Morbius, you're so intelligent. We're going to send you to New York City, where you'll go to a special school for geniuses." And then cut to, he's grown up. He's invented synthetic blood.
No, it should have. And here's what. Sorry to let me cut you off. Here's what it should have cut to: the doctor in the other room immediately after saying that to Michael Morbius, and you can overhear him talking to the other nurses, and he's like, "That fucking kid's dead in like 3 days. There's no way he's making it to New York. That fucking idiot."
And he's like, "Who wants a bet? Who wants a bet?
Who wants a bet? Who wants a bet? Let's
He's
see
gonna die.
how far we can get this dumbass.
He's like,
kid.
"I just sold that kid to Jeffrey Epstein and made so much money. No one's ever gonna see him again."
You're going to a special island out in
You're going to Omaha, Nebraska.
Is that where it's at? Boys Town?
Omaha, Nebraska has the deep cut pedo ring, but it's
Better
actually
watch what
bigger
you
and
say.
more bigger and
Kevin
more
County,
bigger
the
than
leader of the ring.
Epstein.
You better watch it.
Ryan,
Ryan
you've just
has a
been
knife.
groomed. They were raping you, Ryan. During
I
the
just
It was
gotta say-
love. It was love.
I was reading the
Oh, I did
Like
get
the-
molested at the bar the other day. Side
by a
note,
guy or girl.
woman. It was tight.
Hell yeah, dude.
I was reading this right-wing news or like subreddit thing, and they were like, we got to give guns to the teachers, but then the first comment was like, I don't know if we should be giving guns to groomers
Yeah.
because then they're gonna be molesting the kids at gunpoint. They're like, that's a great point. Damn, I don't know what to do.
Ryan, where'd you get molested?
At
In
a
your
bar.
penis? No, in your penis?
Oh yeah, and my butt cheeks were getting squeezed.
She squeezed your penis and your
No,
butt
it's-
cheeks?
Uh-huh. At the same
Were you
time, she had
working?
3 arms. No. Damn it,
It-
though. I bought scratch offs and they're all in Spanish, so I don't know how to play it.
Oh man,
Dude,
that's
that would be a
sad.
winner. You gotta.
That's the
you gotta
saddest
learn
thing I've ever heard in my life. It'd be funny if you were
El
just like
Lotta-
lost.
El Loteria.
If you were just lost in it
Es
says
Lotter- Es
easy,
Loteria.
easy lottery, and it's clearly in English.
Easy lottery in English.
It's all in English.
Yeah.
They're all
It
fake
says-
Spanish words.
Carta del Griton.
You're just in a
bat.
Taco
Yeah.
Bell. Like, what am I doing here? What is this
I
food? I don't understand.
Just bought it from a Hispanic guy.
Quinceañera. Quesadilla, sir.
Unfortunately, we had to breeze past William saying English.
Yeah, no, I
But-
heard it. He has
Man,
one
he's ju-
Japanese lunch.
I know.
All right, so go on with the movie. So they send
So Al
Morbius.
Madrigal. Oh, and who else?
They send Morbius to Michael or to New York. to
We're
become
not
a
talking about
genius.
Tyrese yet. So
Okay.
Morbius invents synthetic
Why not?
blood. He's rich. He's successful. He's beautiful, but he's sick, and he walks around with 2 little
He's
crutches,
beautiful.
like Jimmy from South Park. Or does he have a cane?
Yeah.
But like he's like
Right,
Jimmy
no,
from
he has
South Park.
crutches.
No, they're crutches all the way. These guys.
Oh, fun fact, movie trivia.
Here we go.
They hated him. Yeah, and maybe if you already know this, they hated Jerry. Somebody was talking so much shit
Jerry Leto.
working on this set because Jared Leto wore those crutches. He went method with those crutches and he wore them all the time. And they were saying it would take him 45 minutes to go pee in between takes. So they would just have everybody waiting for him because he wanted to be method while he was just peeing.
He's our best method actor, if you ask me.
He ruined
does
this.
awesome shit.
I think he had way too much.
But did you hear the second part to that story, Ryan?
No, what's the second part?
So they got tired of waiting for him. So they actually put him in a wheelchair, and then they would have a PA wheel him to the bathroom.
Jesus Christ.
And this is real.
This is the absolutely.
And he can
real.
walk. None of this needed to happen. He could
What
just
about
get
when
up and
he's
walk,
Morbius?
briskly walk to the bathroom.
It's
Does
just
he
when
act
he's got the
normal when he's
crutch.
being
No,
Morbius?
so that's the thing, is he's only in crutches for like 15 minutes of the movie. So he's just wasting all this people's time for something that it just isn't a part of the movie. There's literally 10 scenes where he's in his crutches.
I don't know if you ever shot on a studio set, but man, those bathrooms are hard to get to. There's a lot of hallways and it's very confusing.
With crutches.
If you go down the wrong path, you'd get lost. Yeah, that's apparently what he did. And none of that means shit to the movie. None of that helps the character. You know, this movie just fucking sucks. And it's like the reason why it stinks is because, you know, every actor has a strength. Okay. Jackie Chan's strength is that he can do stunts. So you make him do a lot.
Good actor.
You make him do a lot of
Monkey
stunts.
Man. Yeah.
He's
he's
And
funny
he's a good
too.
actor too. And
You
he's
give him
funny.
some jokes.
Funny.
You
Charismatic.
use
Let him
his
touch some
strengths.
boobs. He
What's
always
Jared
touches
Leto's
boobs.
strengths?
Oh yeah, by accident.
What are Jared Leto's strengths as an actor?
He's hot.
He's at 50 and he's in incredible shape.
He does physical transformations. So in Dallas Buyers
Hmm.
Club, he lost all that weight. In that Mark David Chapman movie, he gained a bunch of weight.
How do
He
you
just
gain weight and still look like that at 50? That's like insane.
You have millions of dollars and that you can spend on trainers and chefs, personal chefs to cook for you and tell you how to do it. You have like a team of doctors telling you how to do it.
How old are you, Adam?
37. How old are you?
Jesus
How are you 37
Christ.
and you look like that?
Bitch, I look
Yeah,
better than
you're-
you, motherfucker.
Oh, what
Come
Adam
on,
wants
dude.
to hear, what Adam wants to hear when he asks how he does that is, oh, he wears toe shoes when he works out.
So that's a big thing. He does wear toe shoes. That's
I came up with a new thing, by the way. That's really good.
He does electroshock therapy.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy to talk about it because I want to spread the word about a good thing because it helps anybody else.
He sticks
Adam, you're literally in a shed with a hole in your t-shirt.
Don't worry about that hole, okay? It's from an old button.
Talking about Morbius. We're not giving anybody advice.
If you want to be like me.
So
never mind.
Your brain.
Morbius, he's rich, he's successful, but he can't walk. Matt Smith is rich. He just lives in New York with now Jared Harris lives in New York with him. It's so fucking stupid. Apparently he adopted both of them. The whole movie makes no sense. This setup is terrible. I really hate it. When I saw them cut to the kids, I was like, this movie sucks already, because that screenwriting trick of like, we're going to start with their childhood. That's so 90s. It's so worn out. We need to fucking move on past it. And these origin story movies, biography movies, the Ray Charles movie. I mean, they made fun of it in Walk Hard. It's so done. Don't do it if you're a screenwriter.
I bet you they like insisted because that's like defines the bad guy, good guy relationship.
No, they just want to show that he's the smart one and they have been best friend. He saved his life back in the day. They're just trying to establish the relationship so that when he kills him at the end, it's supposed to make us feel bad for him.
It doesn't matter. You could do it
fucking
with adults.
stupid.
It's because the movie's for children and idiots and morons. This is for losers.
But this is a movie that a moron would watch and be like, this sucks. I'm not a moron.
And also
I feel like it's universally not
contempt.
liked.
Yeah, they have contempt for the audience. The people who made this movie don't respect the audience. They're not fighting for the audience.
Wait, for real? Why?
They have contempt for them. Jared Leto, do you think he reads comics, likes comics, goes to comic stores?
Oh, he's fucking 17-year-olds.
Yeah, he's busy having really good sex.
At 50.
At 50.
No
he
way.
He doesn't get it.
50 years.
He doesn't get it, And also the other thing is they use digital makeup on all their faces when they become that old. So in every shot, Jared Leto is painted to look younger. He has wrinkles and shit.
That's so weird.
He doesn't look any younger than anyone else.
It's more profitable or like better. I mean, who's going to see a movie because Jared Leto's in it though? But I was going to say it's like more profitable because he's an established star to put him in there and de-age him than to cast somebody who's like age appropriate.
If you look at a picture of him when he's younger, he looks aged compared to how.
Yeah, he was a child actor. Who cares about Oscars? Fucking actors care about Oscars.
The regular, the audience.
Well,
who
the business. I'm telling you how the business works. If you win an Oscar, listen, you fucking dumbass. All right, let me tell you something. You win the Academy Award, you get a superhero movie. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. That's a cool little gift. I mean, it happened to Mahershala Ali.
You got to get paid. You got to get paid. Oh, what movie is he playing? What movie is he going to be in? Blade. He wins an Oscar. Now he's Blade.
Nice. Yeah.
First, you get the Oscar.
That's all I got to do.
Then you get the superhero movie.
Yeah.
Then you get the 17-year-olds.
That's where you get the movie, dude. And that's the true Oscar.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the real Oscar. All
right. Okay. So he's worked hard for it.
Pierce Bronson, no Oscar. Hugh Jackman, no Oscar.
Damn. But he was a superhero.
Yeah, he did. Did he not? In the musical one?
Les Mis.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's the fucking turning that wife of his.
Dude, yeah, he's got a wife that people don't think is good enough for him.
She's old.
How much older?
Like
you never seen 94. Hugh Jackman's wife, Adam?
But like, how is she older than him? You're saying? Like
no, it's by like a couple of years.
His mother's age.
No, she's not.
Yes,
he's also like a mother's age,
and he just tears up that old pussy. He just rips it apart like Wolverine, killing some
soldiers. He just fucking great. Goes berserk on her back.
Yeah,
busts that back wall down.
When he pulls his dick out, a little talon,
it
a little
comes
blade
out like that
of the penis hole,
and he's just ouch, 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 because it hurts every time.
Yeah.
And he has his arms, his big hairy arms, are just with the veins popping, are just grabbing onto that lady.
How did they do Jared Leto's when he's sickly? How did they do that body? He didn't actually lose a bunch of weight for the beginning of the movie, did he? And then gain a bunch of weight?
You asking about makeup?
The visual effects?
CGI. Well, yeah, he's just CGI'd, right? He's all because he's like skin and bones, but it looks.
I'm not gonna lie to you,
Skinny?
I barely paid attention to this movie. Yeah, and they use a different body, or they do in CG afterwards.
Yeah.
They just replace the body.
It really did look like
Body
they just
replacement.
put his face on somebody else. Yeah.
Wish I could do a little body replacement.
Yeah, with me.
Same here.
bet you'd do
I wish
Colin
both of y'all-
Jost right here, dude. That'd be so.
I would
awesome.
also do Colin Jost.
But just
You
on
wanna
my
split
head on
Colin?
Colin Joe's body, you're saying?
No, I want you gone, and I want him on the
Oh.
podcast.
Well, it's not going to happen. Okay, he's really
that guy-
busy and successful.
His father was a fireman, and he went to like Yale or Princeton or something. What a hard
I
worker!
know he's great.
Hardworking, smart, intelligent person
I hate guys that are just great and have it all. You know?
who work hard and accomplish things.
Yeah.
Because nothing was
That's what
given.
it
Nothing was given to Colin Jost on a silver platter. That's one thing we can all agree on.
Colin, and if you're listening, can I borrow $20, man? What's
Dude, that
up?
movie about that lifeguard movie he made. Oh, great movie.
What?
Who? Everybody saw that
Should do
movie.
it
The
on the
guy's
pod.
talented. He writes great
Yeah,
movies.
he's a iconoclast.
Is his
those-
girlfriend?
I just want like, I don't know, the weekend update anchor is it's like
You
should
think
be-
Adam thinks he's smart because
All
he's
right.
like,
Give us
he's
a
like,
headline. Adam.
I think Norm's the best weekend update anchor,
I
so
like
I'm really
Norm.
smart.
well, and he's like the head writer, and SNL sucks. That's all.
He's
And
really,
then he's doing Amazon ads with his wife Scarlett Johansson. He's just like annoying
Yeah, that
shit.
sounds awful, dude. He's-
Oh yeah, good for him, motherfucker.
what's your sketch? Pitch it,
Yeah,
baby.
let's-
Pitch it. Let's hear a pitch.
Do a weekend update real quick.
Classic Adam sketch.
Yeah, about this mass shooting that happened. Do that.
Hey, that's not cool, man. That's too soon for that.
Imagine the little kids in Morbius,
Norm
that little
would've said something
hospital.
about it.
Yeah, a little, and then like
Well,
a
we
Mexican
already did
teenager
it.
jumps
I'm
in
not-
with
no, Norm.
lipstick and fucking scars on his cheeks, and he just shoots up those two little kids.
I mean, I already did the weekend update joke.
And then baby Morbius is like, I can fix it. I can fix the bullet holes. And he puts like his gum in like a bullet hole in
In
the
the
other kid's
hole, then
head, and it like fixes his skull. He's like, oh, thanks.
But then it starts bubbling out. The gum starts blowing.
yeah, that makes a
inflating.
big bubble. And then like the doctor's like, Morbius, you've saved him. We have to send you to a special school.
Professor
Real hard.
Epstein will see you now.
It's hard to make up a shitty sketch. That's for sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't
Colin,
think
and
it's
yet,
shitty.
and yet Colin Jost is able to do it every week.
every
He's
week.
great.
Adam, you
Why
can't.
don't you
Adam, you
suck
do
his
it.
dick?
You do it once. Do it once.
Give us a pitch. Pitch us,
Stop,
baby.
can't-
stop doing this.
Do a joke. Just
Stop
say
putting me on
something.
the spot. I've
Don't
said
get bitter, get
lots of
better,
great
bro.
things today. Already
Like
said
what?
lots of great things. Why don't you say
One
something?
joke. One joke.
William's penis.
Actually, that's
the
pretty good.
joke.
Okay, that's your joke. Thanks.
That's
All
a
right.
joke.
So
It's
Morbius.
not, it's not really a joke I could gag on, but I could gag about laughing. He's got a
What?
tiny penis.
Oh, okay.
He's got a
Instead of
This made me
a
visualize you gagging on William's dick.
instead of a Wolverine
That's where
blade
your
coming out of my
brain goes.
penis.
Well, you said it, and I was like, I'm trying to figure it
it's
out.
a little Morbius
Just
comes out of your
I
penis.
pictured it. Pictured you gagging
Come
on
out of my-
William's
what would
dick.
come out of my dick? A microphone.
Tofu.
That's how I record
No.
my podcast.
Probably like a tapeworm.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
And you're like, that's
I
why
don't
it's
know
so small. The guy that had my
Acid-
dick had a
acid-
tapeworm.
It's mostly
Acid
worm.
cum.
Yeah.
We're doing a whole bit on your
Dude,
joke, Adam.
Hey, there is like a thing in Morbius where he's like, whenever he sucks the blood bags or whatever, he like double grips it.
yeah, I
It
hate that
just
part.
Looks
I
exactly
hate,
like
hate
he's
his acting.
like sucking a giant dick.
You
Hate
have
his
to- You have to
physicality.
squeeze it out. That's how I do Capri Suns.
Hard to not
Dude,
think that.
Dallas Buyers Club is so fucking bad. And this guy won an Oscar just because he didn't eat for like 3 months.
I thought it was like questionable now.
No,
his
it's two.
performance in that.
He did two things. He didn't eat and he was gay, right?
Yeah, and wasn't it like
Trans.
a
Character
Oh, yeah.
trans, but
Oh,
he's not,
man.
his acting stinks.
That's like three, basically. Three
acting
things that would
blows.
get you an Oscar.
That movie blows. And I'm
never seen it?
stop saying this. This is an important movie for the gay community.
Morbius.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Okay, I want to talk about Matt Smith. No, the fucking Venom line. Did you see the interview where when he's like when he goes to take that lab and they're like, man, who are you? And he goes, I am Venom. The fucking dumbest line in the whole movie.
A little synergy.
There's an interview where somebody asked him about that, and Leto is just like, oh yeah, funny thing is I just kind of improv that on set, and they were like let's keep it, and now that's kind of like the anchor line of the whole movie, and it was like the trailer, and it was like I was just kind of goofing around on set, but he was saying it in such a pretentious way that he was like thinks that is what anchors the movie. And it's fucking dumb.
That's a good improv if you're Jared Leto in that movie.
You're just like, talking about a completely different movie. I know,
but it's like synergy.
What if, you know what he originally said?
What?
William's penis.
I
pretty funny.
am William's penis. That's the joke.
But I wouldn't sign my rights away, so they couldn't use it. They called me.
That's smart. You got to hold on to those for the big time.
My microphone penis needs I'm gonna hold down for the big deal.
So wait. So William, you got a micro penis?
No, I have a microphone penis.
That was awesome.
You heard it here. Yeah, William's got a micro P.
Hey, we haven't talked about Tyrese.
Go ahead.
Look, and now he's all sweating and scratching his neck. He's all nervous.
What's up? Why does he have a neck scar? Is that part of the character?
Is that where did you just go? What's up with why has he got a neck scar? What's going on with
Remember, Adam only points out weird physical details of the actors, has no understanding of character or acting or anything.
I mean, the character is in the physical details.
How is Jared Leto so skinny? What's up with Tyrese's neck?
I asked the skinny part.
What's up with Matt Smith's face?
Yeah.
That's a me question. What is up with this guy's face? He looks.
I think
weird.
it's more of a skull.
He looks like a vampire. Why did they even CGI any of his stuff? He was my second favorite. He was my second favorite performance in this movie, but it was fucking goofy when he kept doing his little dances, and he was just like, hey.
It's a hot meme, dude. He gets his powers, so he can finally dance and walk around and do.
It is a hot meme, yeah, but fucking stupid.
It's Morbin time.
It's Morbin time.
For the kids.
I wish people liked this movie and saw it for how good it is.
I try to watch. I'll watch it again, man. I'm still truly a little baffled by it.
I'm really I'm really excited for this thing. If Sony pulls this off with this Andrew Garfield thing,
if these sons of bitches,
why would they be Andrew Garfield?
Because of the No Way Home thing.
That's the rumors. Yeah,
that was like a hugely successful, popular thing. I think
why would he?
Because they're going to bring him back because he never got his third movie. So the fans want Andrew Garfield to get another movie, and now they could do it with Tom Holland and
you guys are
or not Tom Holland and with.
No, and then you can also tell.
So stupid.
You can tell old Spider-Man stories as opposed to Tom Holland's young Spider-Man stories.
Hold on, William. Did you ever think about this? Maybe you're stupid.
No.
Why would you make a movie without Tom Holland?
Well, Tom Hardy. Put Tom Holland in a. That's why the universes are separate.
Yeah,
Venom was in the last Spider-Man movie. The Vulture was in this movie. The Vulture's from the Tom
Venom
Holland
was
movie.
in the last Spider-Man movie, but Venom gets teleported because he's from a different.
But the Vulture was in the other Tom Holland movie, the first one, and the Vulture's in this one.
Yeah. Tom Hardy is in the Tom Holland universe now.
Tom Hardy is
in the movie.
He's
in the Mexican bar.
You don't have to be like snarky and stuff. Okay?
It's the stinger at the end of the credits.
Fucking dumb. Let me tell you something. 17-year-old. You want to win an Oscar?
William, why are you looking like Gilbert Godfrey right now? Your eyes are so closed.
I'm starting to get teary-eyed.
Okay, you need to watch all the damn Spider-Man movies. This is how we're going to get you an Oscar. This is how we're going to get you paid.
Movie snob, but he watches the shittiest like superhero movies and stuff.
That is me.
You technically right as you.
Thank you. Being called Gilbert Gottfried is the highest compliment in the world in my book.
Think about how awesome this would be as as a game in the style of the new Spider-Man game.
Anything could be good as a video game, Adam.
Wow.
I'm telling you all, it's all about the controls.
Wow. Hot pitch.
All about the controls.
Listen,
did you even
William
beat
and
that
Ryan
game?
like graphics and things like that. I like a smart gamer knows that it's all about controls. Having
smart
good
gamer.
controls.
A smart gamer.
gamer.
Listen to this fucking idiot.
A smart gamer, and you say, it's not about the graphics. It's not about the graphics. Listen, anybody listening to this, every time I play video games with Adam, specifically Red Dead Redemption, I'll be off on a mission or something, and he'll just be standing on a mountaintop with his horse, staring at
high
as shit, staring at the stars and the moon in first person mode.
It's true.
Going,
look at him. He's laughing his ass off.
He goes, dude, you got to get to New Austin.
Yes.
And
These
we're like,
facts.
That's maybe happened once or twice. I'm doing that every mission. Am I behind sometimes?
You in virtual reality I want to see that.
Venom is going to be in the new Spider-Man game. I'm sure Morbius will. They're going to have the Sinister Six.
It'd be cool to play as them though, and like just
it'd be so cool.
bum around New York.
They already had the Sinister Six.
I mean, Morbius, the game. Wow.
Yeah.
With Jared Leto in it.
It would be fun. The controls and shit would be fun.
It would be good.
That's all
Look
I'm
at him
saying.
scream and yell and just be like, talk about a theoretical video game that doesn't exist and be like, it would be good if they spent $100 million like the Insomniac Spider-Man game. If they made it the cornerstone of the PlayStation console,
they already have the engine. The
most important game made for PS5 was Morbius, because what you're saying is the budget of the Spider-Man game is one of the highest budgets of any video game ever made.
Hi, folks. This is Ryan with E3 Games. Move over, Elden Ring, because Morbius is in the running.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It could, just because, a bad movie doesn't necessarily mean a bad game.
Terrible character, terrible story. All that will translate into the power of Morbius. His power is he jumps and he slashes with his claws.
What's up with the thing where,
his hearing?
He's got claws. He's got super strength. He can flip around, jump around and shit. But then he learns how to fly by how does he do that? He uses the future air currents of the subway. He uses the air.
Yeah, he uses
exactly.
The air
future wind.
That's why he
so stupid.
Future wind.
That's why awesome. He can't fly around the city though.
Yeah, that's really cool, I think.
But if you live in a city where there's skyscrapers, there's exclusively future wind currents. So he should be able to fly around the city fine, but not above the skyscrapers.
I would love to see. I would love a physicist
it's fucking
to tell,
stupid. I just
tell us everything wrong with this fucking concept. He's in front of a train and he's like flying like a bat, but he's just like kind of like gliding. He's gliding.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it make more sense for him to be behind the train? I don't know.
Exactly.
Future wind. Yeah.
It's so stupid. So incredibly dumb. Just a horrible movie. Horrible.
Sonar.
His ears, when he has sonar, they change. The one thing,
they're like get hairy. There's like little
stupid
hair.
face would change whenever he became a vampire. And it's like what his skull and face changes.
He gets really
thick. That is what Morbius looks like, though. Yeah, that is what Morbius. But Morbius always looks like that usually.
Of course, because no one wants a character who looks like a fucking kicked-in pumpkin, like a dried.
Yeah.
dried corpse.
It's hard to breathe out of that nose.
Just the fucking pumpkin that's been sitting out. A pumpkin in December. A jack-o'-lantern in December is what this little fucker looks like. That's 2 months past Halloween.
I wonder if Jared Leto was okay with looking like that. He might have been like, "Fuck, I look ugly and shit." They made my nose.
Well, this is like I said, this is a old-fashioned comic book movie, and the problem with in the '90s was they'd be like, "We're gonna make Spawn, okay? We're gonna make the Spawn movie, but we got to like change the concept." Or actually, Spawn is pretty accurate. X-Men, they're like, we can't use the characters in their yellow spandex, so we have to give them like new costumes. Like everything is always like changing it. Or like Super Mario Brothers, the movie. They're like, this is too wacky. We got to make it. We got to adapt it. We got to change it. So they're always changing. But that's a weird instance
because it's like they were literally just making a version of Blade.
Catwoman is changed in Batman Returns.
Right.
Two-Face.
Sure.
Two-Face and Batman Forever. Don't even get me started.
That's
Don't
not
get him
how it is in the
started.
comics.
Don't get started.
Doesn't look like that.
So
what
this movie
else?
sucks. It's an old-fashioned piece of shit. Adam is just high watching
What's
it
up?
on his TV.
What's up with
just
the
like this
the
is so
fuck-
cool? Holding a PlayStation controller in his hand, just like wow, I'm playing
He's
video
pretending to
game.
play.
I'm playing it. Like you do,
Whoa.
with your little brother, you just throw him a controller and be like,
You
"Look,
give
you're
him a
playing."
control. Yeah, it's
And they're like,
unplugged.
I'm playing, I'm doing stuff.
Yeah, I'm Morbius.
There's a classic internet photo of a little kid with just like an AirPod like plugged in his ear, like a headphone, and he thinks he's listening. He puts like the wrong end of the
Just bobbing his
headphones.
head.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I did a show last night. This is funny because this is something Adam would do. I did a show last night. Whatever, the context doesn't matter. We did this bit where we did a tin can on a string for Patreon subscribers, and I just jokingly whispered into a plant in the audience, and we had a fake conversation through the cans. Later, some guy gets up and puts $20 on the stage, and he goes, I want to get a special separate show through the cans. He legitimately thought that you could hear through, a string with two cans. And so he gave us $20 and we put it up and started talking. He's like, I can't hear anything. And he was like pissed. A grown man. He was like 40 something.
Yeah, I thought that you could do that.
And I was like, and I felt like
it was like a science experiment.
It felt like this is some shit Adam would fall for in the audience.
So I thought the vibrations of the string let you hear it.
See
basically.
what I'm saying? No.
He has the mind of a child.
It's got to be taught. Was it taught?
It was taught.
It has to be taught.
Look at him.
Like a guitar string.
Yeah, exactly.
Communicate.
He's
I'm
like
a guitarist.
He's staring off like his whole world just got flipped upside.
What Adam's like, okay, I put the hole in the wall, but then my hand just hits the wall. I don't understand. What's up with this magic hole? I thought I could put a hole. I put my hand in the hole and like,
yeah, William,
go into another world.
Sure. What? Yeah, that's what happened.
Oh, Adam.
It's taught.
Oh, Morbius. Oh, Morbius.
Oh, Morbius. I was really hoping there'd be a fucking raunchy ass sex scene when he's crippled. That would have been sick.
They should have just been gay lovers. We need gay lovers turned villains.
This is kind of a movie about like
we're running out of plot ideas.
It's kind of like an analogy for getting a boner. Like you get like all like
what?
You're
blood,
all, like, horny and
the
shit.
blood,
yeah,
baby.
you're looking for blood and like.
So
you
when
get, like, you get like
you need to
you're
suck
like, whoa,
blood.
look at my fucking. Oh, remember when like after he killed all those guys, he like became a human again, and then he like was looking at his muscles in the mirror for a little bit.
Oh my god, dude!
And then he goes over to and checks on his love interest or whatever to see if she's alive.
His woman, his bitch, his Mexican, his mama.
So
lady.
that scene was so freaking cringy. That's just Jared Leto showing off his body.
They should have made the love interest like 17.
Big fat tits.
No, like a clearly just turned 18.
Hot melons.
Yeah,
big old
hot melons.
Like way too big.
And Jared Leto's like I'm actually 50.
Hard fake implants, disturbing size.
No, Natchy, big Natchies, soggies, big soggy titties.
It seems so tight to have big implants that are like way too big and stuff. It seems like your skin is very taut.
Talking in those, baby.
Yeah, try talking to that. See if you can hear.
Hello, Acme Corporation. I'd like to return this magic hole.
Oh, I see where you're going. All right, let's see. I asked about the neck scar.
Well, you got a list? He's got a
Tyrese. How about Tyrese?
The physical.
Huh?
What the fuck?
Why is this guy
lines?
famous?
Why is he even in the movie?
He's going to show up in Venom 3. Be like, whoa, Tyrese is now on the case.
My favorite thing is, I think it's him. He ruined billions of dollars for Dr. Dre on the Beats deal. Do you remember that?
What do you mean?
So when he's like, yeah, we sold. He's like, Dr. Dre just sold Beats to Apple. Yeah.
You remember that on like
Before it closed?
Facebook Live before the deal closed?
That's
so
fucking
then
amazing.
So then Apple was like, well, we're gonna give you
We're not gonna
about
buy it
a
anymore.
quarter.
And then
We're gonna give
Tyrese
you
was
like
like,
a fraction of whoops. Where's
That's
Al?
insane.
We're on the case.
Why? I don't understand why. Who cares at that point if it's about to go through? Or they like get embarrassed or
SEC
something?
cares, Adam. Stop.
SEC.
Shut up. Okay, so
It's not
Al
'cause they get
Madrigal.
embarrassed.
Is he supposed to be funny? He's like the Robert Wool
He's
of
like-
this movie.
I don't know that reference, but yeah, he's like the
Batman.
He's
He's
like
flexing
the
his
cop.
dramatic chops.
So here's
He's
a
like the
funny
co-
Al
he's like,
Madrigal
I've been on
story.
the job. I've been on the job too long.
This is my favorite thing Al Madrigal ever did. So he was on that podcast, The Movies That Made Me. And on that podcast, you're supposed to have a list of movies that like that you want to talk about. And then Al Madrigal's list was just like party movies. And it's a list from IMDb that some guy made of like 47 80s party movies. So he just was like, all right, so here's like a list of movies. So, this movie Hot Doggin', I never saw it, but that's like part of the style. And it's one of the worst podcasts I've ever heard. It's so uncomfortable. And I listen to that all the time because I'm always like paying close attention, like, oh yeah, this Western from like 1956.
Yeah, because you're the movie guy.
I better watch that. I never heard of it. Sounds cool. But
My
I found
favorite
the list on IMDb. It was funny.
My favorite Al Madrigal.
Fucking idiot, Al Madrigal.
He's funny as fuck.
Is he Jewish and Mexican?
funny
He's the
on
Jewish
stage.
and Mexican
Or he
guy.
was.
He
Is
was.
that his bit?
I don't know. He was on.
Damn, he really is like
he
a half and half.
He did Cap City here, Cap City Comedy Club in Austin one year, and he went up and was doing his set for like probably 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. He was just doing his set and talking. It was normal. It was like getting a normal amount of laughs. And then in the middle of one of his sentences, he just like stopped talking into the mic and like grabbed water and drank, but the words kept going. He was lip syncing his own album over top.
What the fuck?
And then everyone was like, what the fuck is going on? It was the funniest. Once people realized it was, and then he's like,
a bit or
it was
whatever. That's funny.
yeah, he wasn't like trying
Sorry,
to get away with lines.
But he was Ashley Simpson in this.
He was like, so you can't talk through tin cans with strings.
That'd be a cool bit for a comedian to do. Just play like Norm Macdonald stand up and then just mouth the words.
yeah.
And then
See
they're
if they
like,
notice. But it was his own voice, so it like
Richard
matched,
Pryor is
but
just
it
like a little white nerd guy. And then like he
Pretty
stumbles and they're like,
Get him.
get him. He stole the Joe Rogan's like, what the fuck, man? I thought that guy was funny. I didn't realize.
Yeah, Joe Rogan
he just
goes up on
points and a
stage.
bunch of UFC people come running behind him.
Yeah.
Some
I've seen
Mencia-
that. You've seen that video where he does that, right?
Of Mencia,
What?
yeah.
Yeah. Joe Rogan goes on
That's
stage
the
with
reference I
comics.
was
Oh
thinking.
yeah.
Yeah. I know. I'm just asking if Ryan saw.
Years ago,
Jesus.
I was on
Should've won-
Carlos's
he should-
side,
Dude,
too.
Carlos Mencia should have won an Oscar for all those jokes he stole.
Yeah, honestly. You become a star with stolen jokes. That's like a talent in itself.
You
I would
think
say.
that Carlos Mencia is a star?
He
Yes, to me,
was.
baby.
He was
Dude,
a
Mina
huge.
Mencia,
He was huge.
better than Chappelle's show, in my opinion.
There was some better skits.
That true? You think that's true?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I believe that. That's what
Well,
I
that's
think.
because Williams
Mina
Mexican.
Mencia, dude. That shit.
That's because Williams Hispanic. He's Latinx.
Because
Oh,
I'm a
true.
fake Mexican like he is. So I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah,
William
told me
Mina
that he
was
Mencia,
half
this is
Mexican.
dope.
Mendoza.
William
This
told me
is
he was
dope.
half Mexican one time, and I believed him for a long time. And then he told me that he wasn't on the podcast.
Yeah, Adam's an
So
idiot.
with that logic,
Well, your
Adam
last name was
Bowers.
Yeah.
Adam Bowers. So you're a half dog. Bow wow. That makes sense.
His mom
That's
fucked
right,
the dog,
brother.
that's for sure.
My dad.
It'd be cool if Adam's dad was a dog. Just like,
It's like a man who became a dog, like a shaggy dog.
No.
sort of situation.
We go to his house,
It's
you're
got to
like,
be
"What the
the other
fuck?"
way. It's
made
got to
it
be
work.
the other way around. It's got to be his dad.
Oh.
My
fucking
dad,
a-
he's so
his
nice.
dad
He's such a
fucking
good boy.
his dad fucking a dog, and the dog giving birth to Adam.
Like, I love my mommy.
But she died giving birth because he's a hybrid human dog.
I liked it when it was about. I liked it more when it was about my dad.
He's an addadoodle.
Yeah.
No, he'd be
That's
more
cute.
of like, what kind of dog would Adam be?
Golden retriever. Like we've talked. I feel like we've talked about this a lot.
He's like a golden retriever, obviously a golden retriever. I'm not like
a Marmaduke. I don't know. Whatever.
right. You're like a dog with like that's so inbred, or not inbred, but like so mixed breed and disgusting. With like
I do have an underbite and a crossbite. Sucks.
What?
You know
so
why
your
you
teeth
get?
are just going all different ways?
Yeah, weak chin, weak jaw.
Sucks.
Yeah,
Weak
chin,
fa-
weak
weak-
jaw. You should have electrocuted it into place.
Fuck off. That's so rude of somebody who's undergoing treatment.
Fake treatment.
Undergoing treatment.
So rude to make fun of a guy getting scammed out of money.
No, it's free through what's I have my wife has good health insurance. Okay.
Yeah, great.
So your wife is getting you electrocuted.
She's electric. Yeah. She works something out with the insurance company to get my brain electrocuted 5 days a week for 6 weeks.
This is some pleasant.
And then I'm supposed to
This
become
is
a
no
better
joke,
husband,
but
they tell me.
I heard this causes memory loss.
No, fuck off.
I swear to God, I heard someone say that.
Who said who?
Adam, are
Maybe
you
Neil-
serious?
Maybe Neil Brennan or someone. I don't know.
Adam,
one
are
of
you-
these,
oh,
one of
no,
these
no, Adam,
neurotic
wait,
comedians.
wait.
Said that.
Adam,
One of
are
these
you being,
neurotic comedians who are like
Adam, are
obsessed-
you being serious? Because we talked about this on the last episode
Stop.
extensively.
Stop.
Do you not remember that?
Don't do that, dude.
Morbius.
No, I can't
We
tell
have
now
the
what
same-
you're
Morbius.
This is-
Adam's Morbius. He just needs to put some vampire bats
I got like 2 crutches
in his,
going in
in
to
his
get my
sleeping
brain
bag with him and
electrocuted.
fucking cure him.
He walks in
I come out, I'm like,
Two crutches,
whoa.
touching his
Dancing around.
Touching
He's
his
like,
muscles.
so smart now.
He's looking at Bix.
I do feel like
and
a little
looking at the
turned up.
spring and a pin, and he's like, "Oh, I could do
Oh,
so
yeah,
much
dude,
with
you
that
got-
with a spring."
Got electrical current running through your veins.
Yeah, dude, it's like
Okay.
getting a supercharging yourself.
That's crazy though. This is the 3rd Morbius episode we've recorded, Adam, and you honestly don't remember.
We should be the Morbius podcast.
We just-
Dude, we watch Morbius every week, like those guys that watch Grown Ups too.
Oh yeah, that's
is
fine.
that a thing?
Yeah, that was a thing back in the day.
Dude, they watch it so many times. Watching movies, ironically, seems
Cool.
fun until you're just watching Morbius and you're like, this sucks.
I'm almost 40. I'm watching Morbius.
Just falling
I'll
asleep.
probably-
Didn't
I'll
even see the
probably watch
ending.
it. I don't even like
going in and
saying
out of sleep.
Morbius. Morbius doesn't even feel good. Morbius.
Morbius, yeah.
What about Morbi?
Morbs.
What about Moby?
It's not a sexy name. Morbius.
Well, it's the name of a guy
Oh,
with a face like that,
Morbius.
you know? Yeah, he's not getting
Oh,
pussy.
Morbius. Suck my ass from the front. Yeah.
Dr. Morbius.
It's Dr. Venom to you.
What do you mean suck my ass from the front? What's that supposed to be about?
What do you mean? You've never sucked an ass from the front?
Oh, it's just supposed to be like a crazy thing to say. Like an impossible task.
Adam.
What do you mean this magic hole? You sold me a magic hole. Trying to put it-
It's like a riddle. You're getting asked at
now
like
I-
a bridge.
Now I am just picturing Adam
you
in the
suck an
writer's
ass
room at
from the front?
SNL, just questioning everybody's.
Yeah,
skit.
what do you
Like,
mean?
Adam? We got to get through them. You can't.
Dude, but
just
if you can get through my wall of, logic,
Head writer Adam
my
Bauer.
obstacle course of mind puzzles, then you
So
have a
what do
solid
you
sketch.
think? Okay, so what do you think sucking an ass from the front is?
Sucking, man, I don't know. Sucking is kind of a lot. Like, are you licking? This might be.
Sucking an ass from
I'm
the
sorry.
front. How would you do it?
No, if you're like going down on a woman and then you like lick a little like little lower for the first time you try it out, and she seems like she's into it, so you kind of inch your way down there on your tongue like it's a caterpillar, and then you
Lick your
sucking.
butthole.
Oh, suck.
You just described going down on somebody. I'm talking about sucking an ass from the front, bro. Belly button first. You suck an ass all the
Oh,
way up
shit.
through the belly button.
Sucking the belly button so hard that they feel
that the
Oh,
ass comes through.
down there. That's
But
cool.
no-
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
I got so uncomfortable with you describing fellatio in a shed on a
If she
Morbius.
enjoys it.
Cunnilingus.
If she enjoys it, you are allowed to proceed. If she
Break
doesn't
it down
enjoy
for
it,
the
you must
listeners.
inch your caterpillar backwards up
No,
to her
not your
lips.
penis. I know some of us call our penises are caterpillars. But
What? I'm more of a
you
centipede
guys ever
kind
do
of
that?
guy. No,
Yeah.
millipede.
No, my dick is a butterfly. My balls are the wings. You know what I'm saying?
How did you have a
So
kid, man?
Morbius. Okay.
Your
Okay, we're
balls
past
are
the
just
hour mark.
your
He had a
balls are
sex
just
change.
sensing. You're sensing the
That's why
air
his penis
currents.
is a butterfly change form.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When your balls
cocoon.
drop, that's when your little caterpillar becomes a butterfly.
Well, to cocoon them, you just suck them back into your body, and then
He
you let
just
him
got his
sit there.
head
You
zapped
just let
so
him
hard
sit
his dick
there.
exploded. And they're like, "Your dick is a butterfly now, sir. It's
It's
just
just
two flaps.
Cool. Oh,
it looks
I
like
see.
it looks like
Just
one
in
of
shape,
those.
you're saying, not in.
It's blew up like a
Oh.
hot dog in the microwave.
No. Like
For
a
3 minutes,
like
it just
a
blows up.
picture a Bugs
I'm not
Bunny
into it just being
cartoon.
the shape of a butterfly. That doesn't sound good.
Picture a Bugs Bunny cartoon with when they put a dynamite inside the cigar and it blows up in the guy in the person's face. That's what your
That's
genitals
the
look
sex
like.
change surgery.
Yeah. That's how they used to do it.
Yeah, they're like, we gotta blast it out, and they just like blow it up like old miners.
Yeah.
Just shove a bunch of dynamite up your D hole.
Yeah, like a firecracker, one at a time.
Oh.
Daniel playing you from There Will Be
Why
Blood
is
is
your-
doing it.
Why?
I've
Adam,
covered it.
Look at Adam tap his foot and his screen. Just
Yeah, sorry. I knew I was gonna get called out for that.
looks-
It looks like he's in the back of a U-Haul and they're like moving.
his shed's falling down.
He lives in a goddamn U-Haul on the go.
Yeah, so
All the items in his shed are just sliding around back and forth.
cabinet keeps opening. I'm like holding it shut. So Morbius. It's a good film, I thought.
So fuck Colin Jost.
So you like the action scenes, Adam? So the action scenes, I guess, are the meme,
No.
right? It's Morbin time. That's the
Dude,
cool
this
thing.
is going to be
It's
really
Morbin
cool.
time.
This is going to be really cool when they combine his action scenes with Spider-Man's action scenes. That's what's going to be cool about this, because each superhero.
So it's gonna be cool when Spider-Man's in it.
No, but like each superhero, their action scenes are directed a certain way that becomes like kind of you identify with that superhero. The movie is like with these specific ways that they're shot and the special effects and stuff. And so like when these are combined,
Wow, so cool.
it's going to be really fun to cut.
Wow.
If they do that, if they are smart about
He
it.
jumps
They're a smart
around.
gamer,
Here's
like
why it's
me.
I
gonna
think they
suck,
should
'cause
get-
they're-
they
none
should
of them
get
are
rid
bad
of
guys.
Jared
not vil-
Leto's.
By not making these guys villains, they've ruined all of these characters. This whole thing is just a complete waste of time.
No, they're like
That's how I felt.
right?
That's how I felt about Venom. No,
Yeah,
no.
Venom. It's just
Or
And
they'll
I'm gonna
make
get
it
nerdy.
powerful
I'm gonna
when they
get
kill
nerdy
them,
on
shit.
it. I'm gonna get nerdy on it because the Punisher is an anti-hero.
yes.
Wolverine is an anti-hero. Those are people that are okay with murdering, but typically just murder bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
Morbius should be a bad guy because he's got this disease where he has to consume blood,
He
human
should be
blood.
the villain in Blade.
He should be
That's
the villain
best.
in
the
Blade, but I don't want Jared Leto to exist anymore in
I'm
movies.
just saying that was
in
the original
movies.
pitch for Blade 2.
But
It makes
That would have been
sense.
sick.
but it's kind of a good hero. Like,
Blade is an anti-hero.
the character is kind of a good idea for a hero. How do you make a vampire a hero? You have to have him
Blade.
refuse to
Blade is
kill
that.
to drink blood. He creates artificial blood.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
Blade.
That's
That's
stupid.
literally
That's
Blade.
lame.
But that's what you would
That's-
pick.
This is awful. He's drinking artificial blue blood, and he has a fridge, and it's red blood's on the right. That's the real blood, and then he has blue blood on the left, and he's like sucking it down like an icy. It's like this
Like a
is
baby
stupid.
deer.
What would happen if
This
he was
is-
drinking his
this
own
is
piss?
This is driving
Better movie.
10 miles per hour on the freeway,
yeah.
and I'm just
Yes,
like,
me.
why am I watching this half-assed lame fucking movie?
Yeah, hold
I could be
on.
watching
Adam's got a
something
good point,
cool.
William. Adam's got a good point. What if instead of him being addicted to like having to suck blood, he had to suck piss out of people? He had to drink piss. And so he's just cornering people in alleyways. And they're like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And he'd pull their pants down. I'm like, "No, don't stop,
he's
stop,
at
stop."
a urinal.
And he's like, "I just
He's
want
like,
your piss." And then
Oh,
he's
yeah,
at a
that'd be
bar.
easy.
No, he's at a bar with a
Just
guy.
out
He's
of
like,
him.
"Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom." And two guys stand next to each other at the urinal. He's just like, "So, hey, did you see that? Whoa, you see that hot chick walk in?" The guy's like, "What?" And then he just like dunks his head down and try to lick the pee as it's coming out of his dick. He's just like,
"Did you guys see that hot chick?" No,
What?
here, the same
trying to
scenario.
suck my dick. He's like, "I'm not trying to suck your dick. I'm trying to drink your piss."
Trying to get a little bit of that piss dribble.
Take it easy. Don't freak
No.
out. I'm not trying to suck your dick.
Oh, you want me to
Same,
piss on you?
same
I'll piss on
scenario.
you.
This is how it goes. Same scenario, William.
bro.
Except the two bros at the bar are not Jared Leto or they're not Morbius or whatever. They're just extra. They're guys. And they go, "Hey, bro, you want to go pee together?" And like, "Let's go." And they go into the bathroom and they go, "What? Is that a trough? A piss trough? I haven't seen one of those in ages. Man, they got ice in it and everything." And then they start peeing and they're like, "Dude, did you see me talking to that fucking hot babe?" And he's like, "Yeah, bro." And then as they're talking, the camera pans up over from their back, up over their shoulders,
Overhead.
overhead. And you see Morbius, played by Adam Bowers, vampire style, coffin style, rise out of the piss trough and just start guzzling their piss.
They're like,
And there's just piss going everywhere because they're like, there's.
I'm like teleporting around the room, catching it
you're
all.
No, Adam is just. He sneaks up
But
behind.
it's yellow. It's a
like
yellow
Nosferatu.
trail instead of a purple one.
He's like Nosferatu, and he sneaks up from behind. And he starts sucking their ass, and he's like, "I'm drinking the piss from the front. From the back. I'm drinking the piss from the
nice.
back."
Yeah.
I'm sucking that piss from the back.
That'd be cool.
Oh.
Good stuff. Good little callback to another episode.
The entire every episode is you into
Every
you
episode.
drinking piss.
Yeah, that calls back to another episode.
That's a sketch Adam wrote.
Yeah.
Drink his piss at the lunchroom at high school to make everybody laugh.
He went Leto on it. Method.
And guess what? I did. I became incredibly popular.
Everybody was like,
became
that guy's not gonna
extremely
be an
popular.
"That's not an overachiever right there."
They were
I
like,
like
they weren't like, what the
picturing-
fuck is wrong with this guy?
Adam tells
This
us
is
the
weird
story
kid.
like there's like 10 kids around like cheering and laughing about it. But I think in reality it's just Adam in the corner alone drinking his own piss, whispering to himself, "Do you guys like me yet? Do you guys like me?"
Or I try to do it thinking it'll make me popular, and then nobody sees it, and I just drink my own piss by myself, and I'm just like, fuck.
and acquiring a taste for it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go pee before we do the
Hunger.
ratings.
You wouldn't like to see me when I'm hungry.
Can we wait
He
till I
says
pee
that
to
in
do the ratings?
Morbius. Why don't we just start?
Let's go to the bathroom. He just wants to make sure you're on camera so that you're not sneaking in there at him. Yeah, so we can do what did we learn while he's gone. So what's the big takeaway? What's the theme of the film? What is the movie really about? Two brothers competing with each other, being jealous of each other, fighting, killing his girlfriend. Remember, he killed his girlfriend and then drank her blood, and he got powers.
Why was he so into? Why he was into the lady?
In the comic book, that's like his wife or fiance or some shit.
Oh, okay. So they know each other before the movie.
Before the movie?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if she
The hell are you talking about?
like in the events that took place before the events of the movie. Ryan,
What do you mean?
Ryan, come back.
The events before the movie? It's not like
Yeah, with the part, their lives, they lived rich, full lives before the events of the movie start, right?
this is such a weird, insane thing you're saying. I don't even understand.
Why are we? You do
The
understand.
theme of the
first all.
film? Let's see. Morbius. Be careful what you wish for. Some kind of bullshit like that.
No, it's about him not. You like don't give in to your sinful urges. He wants to drink the blood. He wants to drink the piss, but he can't.
I get what Adam was
Fight
trying
your
to. I get what
fetishes.
Adam was just trying to say, but it was the dumbest way to say it. He was saying like in the comic books. But here's the thing, Adam. In the movie, we see him from a child. to
before
an
the
adult.
movie.
So we see him before the movie.
But like, what's up with his parents? What are they like?
We
Who
don't
raised
know.
them?
See, that's before the movie. That's a whole different movie.
Then you get to the
With
root
shit.
of problems. You know
This
what I
is
mean?
how we ended up with Phantom Menace.
That's why you know how Morbius is
And
good and the one guy's bad.
Prequels suck. No more prequels. This
The
Obi-Wan.
moral of
Who gives
the
a shit
story,
what happens after Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope? We know.
I just like watching Ewan McGregor do stuff.
You watching that, Ryan?
Oh yeah, it's dope. It's fine. The
No more
the moral of this story of Morbius, the Morbius of this is,
Oh yeah.
if you're crippled and you're gonna die about it, just do that. Don't spend
Just
your whole
die?
life. Just die. Don't spend your whole life trying to uncripple yourself, because look what happens.
Dude, just get a good gaming chair.
A handful of people were
play
murdered.
real good
They had
video
their blood.
games until you
They
die.
had their blood. Exactly. What are you so
Dude.
ambitious for?
Take some mushrooms.
Honestly, I think the message is watch out for cripples. They'll fuck you.
You never
up.
know. Yeah, watch
Yeah.
out for hot. Watch out for hot cripples.
That's their true spirit, is this monster that comes out, and then inside every cripple is a bloodthirsty vampire.
You heard it here first.
Just keep that in mind.
God
next time.
crippled them for a reason.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
I mean, there are people who I guess like would agree with that. Like if you really believed that God,
If you believe in God, yeah.
I can
Well,
tell
some
you.
people believe
I
in
can
God
tell you the
that
names of
gives free
19
will.
naughty children in Texas.
Oh, God.
Very naughty.
No. I know
These
I
little
did
kids.
this. I know I opened the door.
These little kids did not go to bed on time. Did not clean their room.
Yeah, let's look into their backstory a little bit before we jump to conclusions.
There is a very fun
Before we get mad at the cops.
Death, Love, and Robots or whatever. There's a very fun Santa Claus episode.
I know you've been telling me to watch that.
Naughty boys.
These children
should
are
watch
naughty. They learn their lesson or they don't.
God bless them. We should shout out the victims of
shooter?
the shooting. No, let's
Should
not.
shout out
listeners.
the,
One of
no,
our
we
listeners.
should
They deserve
shout
better
out
than
the
this episode, or this podcast.
freaking dinguses that aren't doing nothing about it.
I know. I can eat shit. I hope they
can
get
eat,
shot.
They can eat shit from the front, if you ask me.
Yeah. How come
They can
nobody ever
suck-
mass
They
shoots
can
these
suck
motherfuckers?
shit out of my ass from the top, if you know what I'm saying.
For real, how come people don't mass shoot these guys?
Who?
Like the politicians that won't do anything about it. Like somebody who's anti-gun needs to get into some fucking guns. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they have
Adam, you're in a moving U-Haul.
It happened a lot.
Talking about Morbius, you can't be saying you're
This
gonna
is the
get
real
SWAT
problems
teams
with society.
saying shit like that.
Just saying.
Robert Kennedy, John.
I know.
Kennedy,
Don't go do that. Don't go do that. That's bad.
Ronald Reagan. Gabby
But like,
Gifford.
why does it always have to be little kids or like, fucking
Because these
people
guys are
on the
losers.
wall?
They're trying to impress somebody, and it gives
that
them
one-
notoriety.
There's a girl on the
And
internet.
they're
on
children
Instagram.
they're children in their own mind. So they're like, oh, they're just very small thinkers. They don't have a grand plan like this. The Sony Spider-Man Universe.
Yeah.
this is
These guys aren't laying in piss troughs for hours under ice, waiting for some bro to come and pee on them. They're not forward thinking like you, Adam.
You could drink your own pee, I guess, if you had to live off pee.
Yeah, but that's like living off artificial blood. It's not gonna be the same.
Yeah, you can't do that
Oh.
forever. Yeah, what was the thing you said before that, William?
What?
It was called Urilium.
Yeah, William, what was the everything you just said before all of
What
this?
was that
Let's just
point?
say everything
You just
verbatim
distracted
all
me
over
with the
again.
trough thing.
19 naughty little
You
children.
getting thirsty?
No, after
They
that,
learn
William.
19 little lessons.
After that.
No, I'm not telling you. I'm not helping you. I hate you.
Why? Because of the thing where I've asked you to do.
Look how
Free VFX.
Because
visibly
it's funny.
uncomfortable you are right now.
It's funny. You
This
think it's
view
because
hall's
I
just
did
moving,
visual
that's all.
effects for him because I felt bad.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you did. I appreciate it. You've done a lot of good friend stuff for me. That's why I agreed to let you do this podcast where you abuse me. See, right? It's kind of cool.
That That's visual humor from Ryan.
Just think like,
Ryan's
how
doing
come
something really funny right now?
How come they don't?
Thinking it's great.
Here's the thing about how come they
You're
don't.
just jerking off
the
right
camera
now.
shaking so much in Ryan's screen. It's just shaking up and down violently.
It's just Ryan jerking off.
How come they don't mass shoot the? How come they don't mass shoot the mass
Here's a sketch.
Here's a
sketch. Here's a sketch. A Zoom meeting, and
be cool if Jared
one
Leto's
guy's
supervillain.
screen is
It'd
shaking.
be funny if his supervillain
and
was just a mass shooter,
jerking off.
and he's just like in high school, and Jared Leto with like his cheeks sunken in, and he's like, "What's up, Morbius? Fucking loser!" And
like
beat
powder.
him
They
up.
treat him like powder.
Yeah,
Like, I'm a
Hey,
scientist.
we should do powder someday.
Shut up. And then they like, he just comes to school with a machine gun.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Sony Pictures
mass shooter,
presents Morbius, and it's like a high school shooter. That'd be funny. There's not enough high school shooter movies, and it's such a horrifying thing for this country, and I'm upset.
There's enough.
We should.
We gotta.
should really
every time you turn on the news, we don't need a movie about it. It's just going to glamorize it.
And imagine Top Gun Maverick.
There is one that just came
Tom
out that's
Cruise.
really intense, and it's got the guy that played Mr. Fantastic, I think, in the
John
newest
Krasinski.
one. No, and he's in the new Top Gun movie now too. He plays the Maverick's son or whatever.
John Krasinski. Jim.
Miles Teller.
No,
No,
not
Whiplash.
Krasinski.
Whiplash for mass shooters.
Okay. Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah, I
it's-
was thinking we should, like, if we wanted to, like say somebody's like really determined to do a mass shooting.
Anyway, so ratings. 1 star, movie sucks. Don't watch it.
Don't worry
It's
about
not
that.
funny.
I
Watch
truly
the
thought
videos
Adam
on
was gonna
say
YouTube.
something.
It's funny. Who cares? Movie's dumb. It's a waste of time.
it is a good. I say watch it once because it
Did
truly
you, this
like
is boring me on what I was about to just say.
no. It's
Yeah, I
just
mean, I
doesn't
was
matter.
funny. It took too long. I'm sorry. It was funny.
I thought you were
Everybody
going to say
laughed.
something about.
Well, I was
Everybody
really
laughed.
joking.
Everybody liked it.
Really?
So I will give this,
Okay, hold on, Ryan. Let him do his bit.
Nobody should. No, I don't. Well, I don't. The bit is
Boring, boring, stupid. No one cares. 1 star for Adam.
There's
bit.
your wit. There's Sweet Willie's bit.
Morbius,
I
starring
wish you
Adam
could see his
Bauer.
eyes.
I
wish you
let
could
him
see his
do
eyes.
this because of all the VFX work he's done for me. That's the truth.
Boring, stupid Adam Bowers. Waste of time. I also
All right.
told him,
I guess I'll tell you what I was going to say afterwards. Maybe.
don't care.
Don't care.
Just don't care. It's stupid. He's so stupid.
Don't care.
That's
I get the
that-
one-
that's
Tell
that-
me for real. Tell me for real.
Well, I was just
Tell me
thinking
for
like.
real. Tell me for real.
I was just thinking, like, how come that whole like thing about like why does nobody ever mass shoot like people that kind of are responsible for mass shooting and shit? And it's
because
like,
they
but like, why not? If you were like suicidal in that way,
Boring.
just do it. But I was saying
Shut
we
up.
should like convert
Boring.
that, try
This is
to
boring for
find these
real.
people on message boards and
before.
convert them to
So
like
you're
a-
talking about Minority Report.
get them
If
into
we could find them,
really
we
get
would
them into
arrest
Bernie.
them.
No, get them into
God,
like
he's an idiot.
get them into like Bernie Sanders.
Electrocute them.
Yeah, we would help them. Why don't we
Anyway,
help them?
I was trying
Why
to
don't
do
we get them
something funny
dates?
there, but what's up?
Why don't we get them dates? These guys are incels. They need women. They need whores.
That's not true. As an asexual, I ain't trying to shoot nobody up. I haven't had sex in 793 days.
Asexuals are cells. They're not incels.
Yeah, I'm not even. Yeah, no, I
So-
don't know, but
They're just cells, bro. They're just selling.
Because they're celibate. Voluntary. They're VOS cells. Voluntary.
Fall cell.
Voluntarily celibate. Good for them.
It sounds like a good battery name.
That's like Morrissey.
Vol cell.
He's asexual.
Morbius.
Amy Sedaris.
Oh, really? Amy Sedaris?
Yeah, I've got some stories that say otherwise.
You
Me and her-
eat
me,
her
her-
ass from the front.
Me, her, and her brother. I ate her.
Me, her, and Dupree.
Me, her.
Dupree is always the third guy in a threesome.
Or
What
I'm
about the
honestly.
They should
you
be
and
called the
Dupree.
Dupree.
The
And
Dupree
anybody who's outside the
universe.
couple should be called the Dupree.
Sure. whatever the fuck that meant. I don't fucking know. If
Talk
anyone
about
out there
threesome.
knows what the hell he's talking about or
Talk
is
about
paying attention to
couples that
Adam,
invite another person. That's
I just
called
stopped.
Dupree.
Yeah, I just had to stop hanging out with all my married couple friends.
the Dupree.
Hey, I'm married. Oh, because you were always getting Dupree'd.
No, it's just boring because I'm like trying to get wasted and they're like talking, they're like budgeting and stuff. It's fucking
Always-
stupid.
Always doing their bills.
Like we're hanging out, budget later.
Yeah.
We're trying to watch Morbius here. Can you guys do your budgeting later, please? I will say
All right.
I'll give it I'll give Morbius 1 star, and that 1 star is because it. You know me, I'll get high and watch any movie and find something to enjoy about it, especially
You got a new knife?
especially superhero movies. No, I've had this.
Oh, cool.
But I do want to shout out our sponsor, swords.com.
That's a little sword.
Um,
Can you hold it up again, please? While you talk.
It's a stiletto knife.
A little
Oh.
sword. A little sword.
Yeah, that could be a thing that gets made.
For a
I
short
Google
sword,
that. I'm
maybe?
sure that's a thing. Like a sword you can get on Etsy or something.
There's swords and there's like
Little
broadswords.
sword.
The
There's
knife.
short
Ryan was
swords.
holding
It's
up
called
clearly a knife,
knife.
and then this is why I hate
It's-
the Adam show.
It's like a 3-inch blade.
Okay, I found one. I found a little sword.
Yeah, no shit.
It's called a
But
knife.
still, he was holding up a knife. And you're like, oh, is that a little sword?
Is that a fucking little switch sword? Switchblade
I
sword?
thought you were saying sword. You were talking about swords too. All right.
Adam's
That's-
mom
that's
is a
when you know
golden
they-
retriever.
That's when you know
His
the episode
dad is
should be
just like
over.
a chihuahua, just butt fucking her, making a butt baby. Wow, cool.
My
Thanks
parents
for
are not
sending
both
us.
dogs. I'm not a butt baby.
He sent us to Google
dogs.
search results, and the Google search is just little sword.
Oh, and then there's one pops up and you can see the guy's hand.
There's no
Like
one
to scale.
popping up. You just sent us
Oh.
the search results of little sword.
It's just a paper cut opener,
Here we go.
a letter
Oh, then I
opener.
see. I don't care.
Oh, that's
Dude, look how
cool.
sick this one
That's
is.
that's not a little sword. That's a regular sword. That's fucking cool though, dude.
It's a big
Getting a
ass
sword.
sword,
It's the
dude.
worst sword I've ever seen.
Bro.
It's
It's
not
got
even a
dude,
joke.
he's
It's
shiny.
truly a bad sword.
Look at that.
It's a shining sword, like literally.
No, not
Look at
Ryan's
that.
sword. The sword Adam picked.
Oh.
Ryan's sword is cool. Ryan has a real sword.
I'm not
and
saying
he's
this is a
pointing at
cool
the camera.
sword.
This
I'm
is a
s-
Shriner's sword. This is from the
Oh.
Masons, the Freemasons.
I didn't know they were sword armed. Wait,
Yeah,
here,
so
I see other sword.
This is
little
probably
sword.
probably a pretty racist sword I
Ryan,
got
or
here.
Adam, what's your rating? Let's wrap this up.
1.5.
It's boring.
1.5.
Why?
Oh, I really liked the action scenes, honestly, but it's just so shitty and like the dialogue scenes are so bad that you have to bring it down like
So
a lot,
lame.
I would say they're
Dancing
is lame.
unengageable.
It was lame all
movie.
around. It was lame all around. There's nothing I really
If it
could
was
attach
good,
to.
but if it was like directed and edited differently, it'd be more like they
Yeah,
like
if it was
cut
a
away from
different movie.
characters when they're fucking having emotional moments and stuff. They like cut. I remember they cut to. There's a scene where like Jared Leto and the lady are in the lab or whatever, and like a nurse comes in, the one who gets killed, and she's like, "We need you," or "We're ready for you, doctor," or something like that. And she turns, and the camera cuts to her angle after she already turns and walks away.
Yeah,
And it's just like, what the fuck kind of coverage?
it
is
wasn't.
this?
It wasn't chilling enough. And we're talking about blood-sucking vampires. It should have been a little bit creepier.
Yeah, but Blade has some pretty big
It could have
shoes
just
to
been.
fill.
It could have just been a horror movie. It could have been a vampire horror movie, like grittier. Why was it so 2001 superhero?
This is the tone of these Sony movies. Is very it's kind of a throwback.
Well, it's William said it's for children.
True.
That's shit garbage. It's worse than Venom.
And it's
Yeah, Venom had that funny quality about
I'm
it.
like truly. Well, it had the star power. It had a good actor in it.
Yeah, Jared
why-
Leto's not
how
bringing
come-
anything to the table.
What's a really good Jared Leto performance?
Not well. I do like him in the Blade Runner thing, but he's in it for like one scene.
Fight Club.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's my favorite.
American
scene, when
Psycho.
he gets his face
yeah.
bashed in.
He's good in
What's
American
he in
Psycho.
American Psycho?
He's
My so-called
Paul
Life.
Anderson, right?
Oh, Thin Red Line, Requiem for a Dream, Panic Room.
Yeah, but those are good movies. They're
horrible
not
in
good
Panic
because
Room.
Panic Room sucked. It was scary. Because I
Well,
don't have a
Paul,
panic
he's
room.
Paul Allen in American
my
Psycho.
my panic room would be just my closet with my sword and my tiny sword,
both swords.
my little sword.
Your knife penis, like
your tiny sword and your
Wolverine.
sword.
You put your sword on your penis.
Shink, shank.
Let's see how many Instagram followers he has. 10.8 million. Damn.
Jared Leto.
That'll help you get a movie greenlit. That's a lot of Instagram followers.
How many of them
have
are
that
above
many.
17?
A lot of them.
Oh man.
Rockstar. He's our greatest rock star singer, skinny guy.
Keanu, Billy Bob, Bruce, Jeremy. Does he have a band? I think so. Jeremy Renner.
Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, he does. That's
Yeah,
what he's doing now. He's in like commercials about it too.
Oscar Isaac was in a
First
hardcore band when he was
Oh
a
my God,
teenager.
Jared Leto is so great in House of Gucci.
Yeah, he's awesome in House of Gucci, actually.
I know, he's funny.
Yeah, he's really funny. Sorry.
You're gonna make me cry. Oh, Urban Legend.
He should play like Luigi or Mario.
Oh yeah, Switchback. That's a good one. I like to do that in the podcast one day. War to War, not very good in my opinion. Mr. Nobody, I never saw. Looked bad.
Mr. Nobody's weird. My So-Called Life. I think I watched like one episode of that and I stopped. Wanted to like it. Fuck, really wanted to like it.
You know, he's just like an LA douche. That's the problem with Jared
Yeah.
Leto. He's been in LA too long. He's too handsome. He wears dumb hats. He's just too
Yeah, he wears like those,
boring and not interesting. It's like, I'm sorry, dude. You
he's a
wear
scarf
wacky
guy.
clothes. You wear really wacky clothes. It's
But
too
he is a
wacky.
movie star. Like, he's a movie star. He's been a movie star for like 30 years or whatever. Almost. Has Jared Leto had a good role? Is something that comes up on Google.
American Psycho.
Right.
That's me. That's my
okay.
role. That's my pitch.
You're the American Psycho.
Oh, yeah, he's in We Crash. I haven't watched that.
He does have zero personality. Because like
Yeah,
I
he's-
heard you saying when I was in the bathroom, you was talking about his clothes and stuff, and like that's fine. They are dumb, but like Oscar Isaac's been wearing skirts and shit to the red carpets, and it's still like not cringy or uncomfortable when he does it because he's got a personality.
What a G.
Jared Leto is just fucking.
He's very handsome and pretty. He's a pretty boy.
But
He's
he
too old.
seems
He's old.
he seems super pretentious and like way too serious about anything.
Yeah, and
he sucks, man. He seems like he's
he's a
Jared.
pretty boy.
If
He's
you're
not a
listening,
good
bro,
No, he doesn't.
come at me.
House of
I
Gucci
wish he
though is
would.
pretty funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. And you know, he's at the very least, he's admirable for being in that kind of shape at 50 years old.
That's not anybody can work out.
And he's a method actor, so he's trying. He's not like
That's
he's
not
like,
that's
I don't
not-
care, I'm a movie
No,
star.
method acting
know?
is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Fucking act. Method
Sure,
acting
well,
is
it's-
retarded. If you
No.
need to fucking not act and actually do the thing, then you're not a good actor. You're just doing, oh, I'm playing a bartender, so I have to be
Here's
a bartender for 6 months.
the final
just
word
act
on
like a
method.
fucking bartender.
Here's the final word of method acting. If you're
Wasting
good,
everybody's
it's fine. If you're good in the performance, your bullshit is okay. But if you're not great, like Jared Leto is in Morbius, it's just a waste of time because it's not like Daniel Day-Lewis. Sure, he's annoying on the movie sets, but the movies are good, so
Yeah.
he gets a pass.
Jared Leto spending 50 minutes to go pee to use those crutches
That's
is
really funny.
fucking stupid.
I wonder if they apologize at the beginning, being like, "Hey, I'm about to transform."
No, I heard it's bad. I heard people like that are just really hard to work with, or
Oh,
just
because they like
when
they
they're
just
always
assume
in
the
character.
kind of
Yeah,
viewer, like
that's
okay.
fucking weird, man. That'd be so weird if like I just worked 12 hours on set with an actor and we were like acting as two vampires or whatever, and then afterwards we're like walk into the craft service and they're like, yeah. They're like still acting like a fucking vampire. I'd be like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? The check's gonna come through either way.
Yeah,
Just vamping out on the craft service.
yeah. You're
Fucking
eating like one of
weirdo.
those little tray trays of sandwiches things.
Kravitz was like, yeah, I really hung out with a bunch of cats, and I would like drink milk out of a bowl to get into the Catwoman role. I was like, just fuck, what the fuck? Just be sexy. That's all Catwoman is. You don't have to be a cat.
That's like
weirdo.
practicing. I feel like, is she doing that all the time? You're saying when they were shooting?
Yeah, they're just doing weird. They're just weird. No, I don't know. They're just weirdos.
Sounds pretty wild. Meth, it's cool. There should be a movie about.
What are you method acting for? What are you trying to get into character for, Adam? Dumb and Dumber 3.
It's very funny, Ryan.
Oh man.
All right.
So
you got me, guys.
I'm sorry I had
Sometimes you know when you get got. And you got me. So we should
mean.
Probably...
Such a mean thing.
This is a mean show.
Dumb and Dumber 3 would be funny as hell, starring Adam Bowers.
You know, this is
they don't give him a script. So he's just so every scene is just him and Jim Carrey, and he's like, "Wait, what the fuck? We're at like a park now. What do we fucking do? How come you have this guy as a tattoo? What is that guy wearing?"
No, she's just a camera on him. And he's like, isn't there supposed to be someone else in the movie with me?
Yeah. Is there a script?
Trying to keep it like make it feeling like an actual room.
They just bring in Colin Yost as like a guest star to throw him off in the middle of it.
It would be an honor to receive him as my guest.
He's a great guy.
I was gonna say this is a mean show. This feels like a mean show sometimes, but we live in a mean world. And
I live in a Morbius world.
Living in a very mean world.
I'm living in a mean ass world.
So
sucking
everything we've said is just a reflection
from the front.
Broken society.
Adam Bowers drinks up pee. We're living in a mean world.
And he's dressed like Dumb and Dumber in the suits, and he's walking up and down the stairs like Madonna in the video, and just a lot of hot dudes are like holding him up in the air.
We're
dancing with them,
and they all chime in. We're living in a mean world.
This is how I try to explain to people that I apologize for making a joke that was way too soon about like a tragic thing.
Yeah, he's like, he just made fun of these dead kids, and that's how like, they deserved it.
Yeah, there's a difference between
That's what I said. I don't remember.
There's a difference between being mean and funny and mean and insensitive.
That's true, Ryan. Good words to leave by.
You fucking kumquat.
That's kind of insulting.
Yeah. First you say I'm dumb and dumber, like dumb.
You're dumb and
dumber.
You're coming dumber. Come and Comer 3, all dried up.
Which role do you want to be?
Comer.
Oh wait, to be the cum or the comer. I don't want to be the comer. Yeah, I don't want to be the fucking comer.
It's fucking where it's at.
I want to be the cum.
Did you call me cum one time, like a couple of weeks ago?
Young, dumb, and full of Adam. That was some Point Break.
Exactly. Good callbacks. All right.
Later.
So
next month is Cool Cops. This is a little Memorial Day special.
We didn't realize that we had an extra week to do.
We didn't realize there were 5 Tuesdays in May.
What's up, May? What's the
deal? Should be a warning.
Somebody's getting a little greedy.
There should be 13 months, 28 days a month.
Cool.
13 months.
Is that a true? Is that
starts in April? That's what they do in Haiti. Yeah, that's like the old Aztec calendar.
Fuck, why are we not going by the Aztec?
And there's no daily. We're going by fucking Gregorian bullshit. Whoever Gregory is.
Who's Gregory?
Some guy named Gregory.
Who's Greg?
Caesar
and everybody. And here's the thing.
Caesar.
Here's the thing. Everybody, and this is an argument I've been saying. I'm gonna close this episode out with this. Everybody's been saying TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. No, thank Gregorian it's Friday. That's what the G stands for.
It's a really good guy named Greg.
Gregorian is the one that made the fucking calendar, so he picked Friday being the dope ass day. Thanks, Gregorian, for Friday. TGIF.
Just an autistic guy who's really into calendars. So into calendars that he makes his own.
No, it's like you
People are like, damn,
messing
this
up.
is good.
It'd be like you doing calendars. It's like everything was perfect.
Wow, this is a good calendar.
31 days
fake-
in May. That's cool. 28 in February.
Yeah,
What's the deal with that?
You know what? Yeah, let's
Greg,
switch it up.
Greg, what's
Gregorian.
the deal? Come on, man. You know, I'm keeping it crazy, keeping it loose.
God, Gregorian's always keeping it fresh in the office.
Really cool autistic guy.
Hot taste.
Wow. We could have just ended the episode like 5 minutes ago, but
20 minutes ago.
No.
a May rant. So next month is Cool Cops, and then we're going to start with Stone Cold and then figure out what other cool cops there are.
Oh, kindergarten.
Kindergarten
That
Cop.
is a cool. Yeah.
We should maybe
that
do
is a cool-
kindergarten cop. Yeah, that's
Dude,
a good one.
That's a really good pitch, Ryan. For real.
Thanks, man. Hey, thanks, bro.
Maybe.
Man, I'm just gonna
I
watch
don't
it
want to watch
myself
that
today.
movie.
It's fun.
Best
What about
line.
the
Kid who says the penis.
You know who
thing?
played Kindergarten Cop 2?
Mm-mm.
Who?
Dolph Lundgren.
Okay. Gary Coleman. Wait, Dolph Lundgren played the kindergartner?
Oh boy. That's the show, folks.
And Bill Bellamy's in it.
As a cop?
I don't know what the hell he is. I just saw the cover. I just see Dolph Lundgren and Bill Bellamy. Kindergarten Cop 2. Straight to video.
They should have
Dolph
made a,
Lundgren as a kindergartner joins the forces with Gary Coleman as a cop.
that would be like a cop trying
You
to
under
go
arrest,
undercover
Willis.
as a kindergartner. Like a little man.
Under arrest. Isn't that a different person? That's Emmanuel Lewis. Which one?
Willis was his brother on Different
That's
Strokes.
just yeah.
What you talk about,
okay.
Willis?
All right,
Yeah,
we're getting
yeah.
bad, guys. This has been getting worse and worse.
What we're learning.
That's a
Fuck
cool
you, Adam,
way to
telling
look
us
at
what's
things.
All right,
funny
I'm gonna
and
go-
what's not funny.
Yeah, Adam.
What,
This is why.
I mean,
this is why you don't
yeah.
got. This is why you're not on Weekend Update.
Maybe I
Okay,
should start
Colin,
saying
yo-
that. Colin Yost.
That's the end of the
Is that what
show.
you said?
That's it.